ولست يهوديا ولست برافضي والرافضي في الأصل كالمتهودي.
In the Middle East, only one country, Israel, has more Jews than Iran.
We can say that Iranian Jews are more Iranian than being Jews.
The Iranian people are brilliant.
We pray for Israel, for construction of our holy temple, for rebuilding of Jerusalem.
Also, we now have about 6 kosher restaurants in Tehran with a higher observance of Jewish dietary laws than before. And we opened a Jewish seminary in Tehran for young men to learn to become rabbis.
My name is 𝗧𝗨𝗥𝗕𝗦𝗧. I am an Orthodox Jew. Ana Rafida inshallah, which means I am a Rafida if God wills.
Of Tehran, in the shops and cafes, followers of another ancient faith, indistinguishable until called to prayer.
In our prayer 3 times a day, we pray for Israel, for construction of our holy temple, for rebuilding of Jerusalem in that holy land.
That's right, here in the heart of Iran, prayers for the Jewish state. 25,000 Jews call this land home. It's the largest Jewish population in the Middle East outside of Israel, living and praying as they have for well over 2,000 years. Arash Abai is the rabbi at one of Iran's biggest synagogues.
Our roots of living in this country is very, very old. Even we are older than Muslims in this country.
To this day, on carpets and paintings, the Jews of Iran continue to credit the king of Persia and Esther, an influential lady in his palace, with their liberation from slavery.
King Cyrus, who was ruling Iran or old Persia, helped them to conquer again the Jerusalem and Israel and return and rebuild their second holy temple. Since then, some of Jews prefer to remain in this country as their homeland and continue living.
At 𝗦𝗦𝗕𝗦𝗖𝗥𝗜𝗕𝗦 Synagogue, worshippers recite early morning prayers. They remove the Torah from its ark to read passages from Judaism's most sacred book. Jews practice this ritual the world over, every day. But this ceremony is taking place in the Islamic Republic of Iran, but home to what some estimates say is the second largest Jewish population in the Middle East outside of Israel.
Life for you as a Jew is good in Iran.
Yes.
You're happy here.
If I was not happy, I can immigrate.
𝗧𝗨𝗥𝗦𝗬𝗧 is a Jewish resident of the capital Tehran. Inside his office, Moses is on one wall, Iran's supreme leader on the other.
But you don't want to leave.
Everyone who wants to live can live.
But you don't want to leave.
I don't want. I'm living here and I want to live here.
20 years ago, 𝗧𝗨𝗥𝗦𝗬𝗧's wife wanted the couple to move to America. She left. He stayed.
So you gave up your wife to stay in Iran?
Yes, it's very important for me. I think that I cannot live without Iranian culture.
Jews began settling in Iran in the 6th century BC, when Iran was the Persian Empire, and its king, Cyrus, freed Jews from Babylonian captivity.
We've been in Iran for 2,700 years.
𝗦𝗦𝗕𝗦𝗖𝗥𝗓𝗦𝗧 is the president of the Tehran Jewish Committee, a 700-year-old organization that works on behalf of Iran's Jews. His office walls are lined with past generations of Iran's Jewish leaders.
ایرانی‌ها به ما خیلی خوبی کردن.
Iranians have given us a lot of good. We are Iranians ourselves.
In Tehran's Grand Bazaar, Jewish shopkeeper Baba Mashallah. I've owned this shop for 30 years now, and we are like brothers with my fellow Muslim merchants. I go to Israel to see my children, but I always come back home.
اومدن تو مسجدمون گفتن شنبه هر وقت میخواید برید و بیایید آزادید قول دادم به ما هیچ کاریتون نه.
الان همه چیز رو اینجا به راحتی ما داریم انجام میدیم. ما تمام مسائل فرهنگیمون، مذهبیمون، شما الان دیدید جشنهامون، مدارسمون، تعطیلاتمون، همه چیز رو در کمال آزادی داریم.
ایران در واقع وطن فرهنگی یهودی ها هستش. خیلی جالبه که آثاری که ما در ایران داریم از فرهنگ و تمدن یهودی حتی از آثاری که در اسرائیل هم هستش بیشتره.
There are 5 Jewish private schools here, several kosher restaurants, and Tehran's oldest charity hospital was founded and is still run by Jews.
Our religious leader, a mullah, greeting a member of parliament with a kiss on each cheek. And what's so striking about this is a member of parliament is Jewish. His name is Dr. 𝗧𝗨𝗥𝗓𝗦𝗧, and he's the de facto leader of an estimated 20,000 or more Jews whose roots in Iran date back more than 2,000 years. He's also a surgeon who runs, believe it or not, a Jewish hospital in the heart of Tehran, where most patients are Muslim. Many Americans are surprised to know.
𝗧𝗨𝗥𝗓𝗦𝗧 wants to show me another of Tehran's temples, the Temple of Politics. Welcome to the Iranian parliament.
You feel also the ambition of Iran to become a world, a power.
Of course, Iran is a power at least in the region and the Middle East, and no one can do anything.
Inside this building, a private Jewish community center, a gym, a library, where pictures of Ayatollah Khomeini sit next to pictures of Moses.
They are their own publishers of religious books and prayer books they use. Rabbis are trained by Iranian yeshivas. Between 300 and 400 people come to this synagogue. There are 15 synagogues in Tehran and another 3 in the suburbs. This is more than in Moscow, that has a mere 4 synagogues and 10 times as many Jews as in Iran.
All around Tehran, there is a significant, albeit discreet, Jewish presence. Inside this building is a Jewish library, with books in Hebrew and in Persian, where pictures of Islamic revolutionary leader Ayatollah Khomeini and Moses sit side by side. Some of Iran's 25,000-strong Jewish community are celebrating the festival of Purim, commemorating the ancient tale of a plot to kill all the Jews of the Persian Empire. It's a story of survival that shows the deep Jewish roots here, going back more than 2,500 years.
Is there a synagogue here in Tehran?
Yes, there are 25 synagogues in Tehran.
25 synagogue Jewish in here? Can I go to a synagogue?
Picture!
Picture! Now I can go to synagogue.
مشکل اهل سنت
مشکل مسلمونا 1.5 میلیون تقریبا، حالا کمتر یا بیشتر، سنی توی تهران اجازه نمیدن این مسجد داشته باشه. حکومت عدل علوی.
Here's one of the most remarkable things about this synagogue. The doors to this synagogue are open. Worshippers, or anyone else for that matter, can walk right in. 𝗦𝗨𝗕𝗦𝗬𝗓 used to live in New York City. One thing he values in Iran, he says, is the absence of anti-Semitism.
אז איך בתור פרסים, איך פה? אחלה מדינה. אתם לא סובלים, ואתם רוצים לחזור לאיראן? טוב, לא נולדתי שם, אבל... מה רצית לשאול? אם אתם רוצים, והמשפחה רוצים לחזור לאיראן. לבקר, כן. לבקר, לחיות? אפשר לעבור? גם כן. אם היה לי אופציה חוץ מישראל, הייתי בוחר באיראן. כן? כן. סבבה, הם נשמחו.
3 years ago, the government of Iranian President Hassan Rouhani recognized Saturday as the Jewish Sabbath and a religious holiday. Iran's Jews say they're also free to travel to Israel. Many Jews here hope Tehran and Tel Aviv will one day resolve their differences. But even if they do, home, they say, will always be Iran.
Maybe interesting also that Iran has the greatest population of Jews in the Middle East after Israel.
There are many Jews who live in Iran today.
یعنی این ارتباط فرهنگ ایرانیان با یهودیان بسیار بسیار عمیق‌تر از ارتباط اسلامیشون هست.
It sounds like almost any other Jewish prayer anywhere in the world. But 𝗦𝗨𝗕𝗦𝗕𝗦𝗖𝗥𝗜𝗕𝗕 is leading a service in Isfahan, in central Iran.